For the first time in years, Prince Harry has addressed the burning question haunting both royal watchers and critics alike. Will Archie and Lilibet ever return to the United Kingdom? His response, though carefully worded, has ignited a storm of controversy, because behind Harry's words lies the inescapable shadow of Meghan Markle, whose influence, many argue, continues to keep the children distanced from their royal heritage, their British family, and the country of their father's birth. In breaking his silence, Harry has inadvertently opened the floodgates to an uncomfortable truth. While he may quietly long for a reconnection between his children and the monarchy, the obstacles are not merely practical or political, they are deeply personal. And at the center of those obstacles is Meghan, who has spent years shaping a narrative that positions herself as the ultimate victim, while simultaneously erecting barriers between Harry, his family, and now, his children's rightful place in the royal fold. When Harry admitted in a recent conversation that he wants his children to know their British roots, it sounded like a concession to a truth many suspected he had long buried. The Sussexes' move to California in 2020 was painted as a quest for freedom, yet freedom came at a price: the severing of his children from the traditions, heritage, and extended family that define their royal bloodline. The revelation that Harry wishes Archie and Lilibet to have a stronger connection to the UK is significant not only for what it says, but for what it implies: that up until now, this connection has been deliberately blocked. And those close to the palace point to Meghan as the architect of that blockade. From refusing to bring the children to royal events, to citing safety concerns, whenever the prospect of UK visits is raised, Meghan has consistently presented herself as the protector of her children. But critics argue this is nothing more than a shield, an excuse to keep control firmly in her own hands, away from the royal establishment that she has made a career of antagonizing. One cannot discuss the Sussex saga without addressing Meghan's unrelenting narrative of victimhood. Since stepping into royal life, she has repeatedly cast herself as the outsider, the misunderstood duchess suffocated by an archaic institution. Yet, paradoxically, while Meghan claims to despise the monarchy, she has not hesitated to weaponize her royal title, her marriage, and now her children's royal status when it suits her. Take, for example, the controversial decision to accept royal titles for Archie and Lilibet, Prince and Princess, while simultaneously distancing them from royal duties and denying them access to the country where those titles carry weight. Meghan's critics argue that this is the height of hypocrisy, embracing the prestige without embracing the responsibility, ensuring the children reap the benefits of royal blood while avoiding its obligations. Harry's recent remarks now shine a light on the quiet conflict within his marriage. On one hand, his desire to bring his children closer to his homeland. On the other, Meghan's determination to keep them firmly ensconced in her Hollywood bubble. Behind the gilded gates of Buckingham Palace, Harry's words have not gone unnoticed. Sources suggest a simmering frustration among senior royals who see his admission as too little, too late. For King Charles, the absence of his grandchildren from the UK has been a personal wound. While William and Kate's children are raised steeped in royal tradition, Charles has been denied the chance to bond with Archie and Lilibet in any meaningful way. His reign, already marred by family divisions, now carries the stain of a grandfather estranged from two of his heirs. For William, the issue cuts even deeper. The rivalry with Harry is well documented, but what infuriates him most is the idea that Harry, once his closest ally, is raising his children in a way that detaches them entirely from the very institution they were born into. The longer Meghan keeps Archie and Lilibet away, the more William sees the monarchy's future slipping from its grasp. The irony of Meghan's choices cannot be ignored. While she claims to shield her children from the toxic royal environment, she has simultaneously thrust them into the orbit of Hollywood's most ruthless industry. California has become Meghan's fortress, a place where she carefully curates her public image, orchestrates Netflix documentaries, and plots her next big media move. But while she enjoys her role as Hollywood's duchess, her children remain pawns in a broader game of influence and control. Harry's longing for his children to know the UK stands in stark contrast to Meghan's determination to raise them in a world where fame, not heritage, is the guiding principle. This clash of values is at the heart of the growing speculation that their marriage may be cracking under the weight of their divergent priorities. The public reaction to Harry's remarks has been predictably explosive. For many Britons, his admission feels like vindication, that beneath the Californian gloss and scripted interviews, Harry still harbors loyalty to his roots. Yet for others, it feels hollow, a performative gesture designed to appease critics while Meghan continues to dictate the terms of their family life. Online forums and tabloid comment sections have erupted with speculation. If Harry really wants his children back in the UK, he needs to grow a spine and stop letting Meghan call all the shots. The monarchy has survived centuries, but will it survive Meghan's determination to rewrite its legacy through her children? Harry broke silence, but it was Meghan who silenced him in the first place. These reactions highlight the core of the controversy. Harry may speak, but Meghan still acts. Beneath the surface of Harry's statement lies a far darker question. Is this merely the latest sign of a marriage under strain? The Sussex union, once painted as a fairy tale romance, has increasingly been framed as a story of dominance and submission, Meghan as the assertive strategist, Harry as the conflicted prince torn between love and legacy. His desire to see his children in the UK may be genuine, but it also exposes the limits of his influence within his own marriage. Is Harry merely voicing an aspiration that he knows will never be realized? Or is this the first step in a larger confrontation with Meghan, one that could ultimately reshape not just their family, but the monarchy itself? The central question remains, will Archie and Lilibet ever truly return to the UK? If Meghan continues to hold sway, the answer seems bleak. Their visits will likely remain rare, symbolic appearances designed to maintain just enough of a royal connection without ever surrendering control. But if Harry's voice grows louder, if his recent comments mark the beginning of a more assertive stance, then the future could look different. For now, the children remain at the heart of one of the most controversial family dramas in modern royal history. They are the heirs caught between two worlds, one of ancient tradition, the